game one, Bowlin. I mean, he's a very very solid Game and Watch, but this matchup is nothing to blink at, man. I mean, Bowlin, if he ends up, first of all, using the bucket as Game & Watch against projectiles is a huge move. First of all, a huge one. But Thexan's play is mainly based off of lasers. So if Bowlin's going to waste his what was that? That bucket very early. I mean, but like right there, Bowlin was already compensating for it.
You see, Thexan is really good at using the laser in just the right position in the, in the neutral phase to be able to call something out based off of what you do about the laser.
I like what we just saw. Immediately after the up B, Thexan air dodge down. That is common only to people who know how to play against Game & Watch. That is probably one of the better moves that you can do when you get up B'd. Just, I think air dodge down and to the left, or down and in to where you got up B'd, just so you don't get hit by the immediate up air.
It definitely looks like Thexan knows this matchup right now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He plays Bowlin, he plays Paracane, but yeah, of course, that down smash will always do it. We'll always do it at that percent.
It's such a consistent kill option.
Yeah.
Like I'm always surprised by how early a down smash confirm actually kills. It's seriously crazy.
Yes, Bowlin.
Yeah, he's got these ladder combos right now. You know, Game & Watch really good at comboing when he's right under a platform. That nair can do him wonders.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And even if Thexan is at a high enough percent, I mean, Bowlin can just go for these up airs. I mean, up air in this game is a lot more of a laddery type move. Doesn't exactly have the same properties as it did back in Smash 4, where it was called the toot-toot. It was called the toot-toot, where it would literally just send you upwards, kind of like Mega Man's up there.
You know, Game & Watch, nothing to scoff at right now. You know, especially since good results from Zachary and Meister over these past few weeks. People are really kind of.
Zachary?
Yeah, Zachary's got the Game & Watch.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. And yeah, you know, you're not wrong. I just wanted to see if I was hearing right, because it's not usual that you see Zachary pull off the Game & Watch. The first time that he pulled it off was at Big House, and I mean, he pulled out what, like 6 characters?
Yeah, you know, Zachary, you know, well, he pulled it out and he got the victory. So good on him.
I think that's just Japan at this point, because we see a lot of Japanese players pulling multiple characters. You do not go for those, Bowlin.
He's nasty.
We saw a Japanese player, if I'm not mistaken, play 18 characters in one bracket and make it to top 8.
I don't know what they're doing over there, man, but it's working out.
Yeah. I mean, it's counterplay. It's counterplay at its best, and if you're going to have a game with 70-something characters, if you want to sit down and figure out every single matchup and which one is more optimal for each, why not learn like 3-4 characters?
I think if there's ever been a fighting game with...
Oh, that bomb!
That was really good.
The Shine didn't do anything.
Yeah, that's the thing about using Shine against forward air.
Right, yeah.
Because
it just falls right in.
Right. What happens is the Shine, it goes out.
Right.
Right. So you'll hit Game & Watch, but by the time the bomb falls down, the Shine is already past where it is.
Yes. Yeah.
So you don't always reflect it. You know, usually if you want to reflect the bomb, you have to get it towards the tip of the reflector, like the tip of the arc of it. And that's usually where you're gonna get the most consistent reflex on the forward air. But that's a Wario Ditto to happen. That's going to be fun to watch. But fun to watch right now. Bowlin and Thexan right here. See, now Bowlin actually, you know, taking the last game, might be, you know, holding true to his promise. They might be the best Game & Watch in CFL.
I mean, might be, man. I mean, beating Thexan is a good step. It's a good step to getting there.
Definitely a step in the right direction.
Oh, okay, nice from Thexan. Getting out of that, I mean, usually at very early percents, that's like 40, 50 easy off of down throw for Game & Watch, but Thexan only took 6%. That's impressive. Oh,
okay.
Bowlin, you madman.
He's just waiting right now.
Yeah, man.
You know, it looks like Thexan oftentimes is usually, it looks like the first person to press a button in a lot of these, like, we're up in each other's faces, what are we going to do type situations.
Right, because Bowlin doesn't exactly need to approach all the time. I mean, Thexan he's playing a character that he doesn't have, that he doesn't exactly have great ranged options, and Bowlin has great out of shield options. Like we mentioned before, that up B, incredible. I mean, one of the best up Bs in the game.
When it comes to out of shield, I think it actually is the best. When it comes to using it out of shield, I think it's the best.
Right. Because it can lead to combos. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Because there's a lot of up Bs that simply is a get off me, kind of like Cloud's up B or Bowser's up B. But with Game Watch's up B, it directly leads into Nair and up air. And in a situation like that, where you send the player a little bit more vertical, you get them in disadvantage. You get them in disadvantage off stage, and you can start back airing.
Oh yeah, I definitely think another benefit of using up B is that I think Game & Watch is one of the few characters that isn't necessarily in disadvantage state when he's above you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the very few characters that I think that applies to. Like, obviously, you know, when it comes to, you know, the flow of the game and stage control, the concept of stage control in and of itself, you know, it's important to be as close to the center of the stage as you can be. But I think when it comes to, like, advantage and disadvantage state, you know, beyond stage control, I think Game & Watch, you know, with his moves like forward air, down air, back air, I think he's one of the few characters that he probably has to worry the least when he's above his opponent.
I feel like Game & Watch has a pretty tough time landing. You really have to mix up. You have to really mix up your landing if you want to make it back. And Thexan is starting to realize that. I mean, if you can space him out right, Bowlin can't exactly do much when he lands. He can really just go for down air, and that's about it. Landing in with back air is also a pretty good option. But Thexan, he's been holding on real strong to that shield every time that Bowlin lands. So that's quite the mental obstacle that Bowlin has to get over when the time serves it. But for now, it seems like Thexan has an incredible lead. And that's just going to be it. Oh, yeah.
He just catches the DI on that. He died at like 80% of that confirm.
Yeah.
Such a good confirm. Kill so early, and Game & Watch is just so light. Like, it actually looks like he just straight up got deleted. Like, I don't know if Bowlin was expecting the up air right there maybe, but, man, if that ain't a good confirm, I'll tell you what. But Game 3, that was a pretty fresh two-stock. You know, I don't know if Thexan's got the download maybe, but we'll have to see.
All right. Yeah, no, Game 1, I mean, both games are just lopsided both sides, so kind of excited to see how this one goes. I mean, we had Thexan making a lot of really good adjustments heading into that game too, so let's see if Bowlin can do the same.
Yeah, it's going to be
Thexan's playing the range game, that's for sure.
Right. It's going to be up to Bowlin to have to figure out if he can adapt around the changes that Thexan made. Because obviously, whatever Thexan changed in between games 1 and 2, it was working out for him because he got a two-stock victory. You know, but it's going to be up to Bowlin to say, okay, what was he doing differently, and can I do something about that? And that's going to be, I think that's going to be what determines the winner of this set. Good combos, just getting the guaranteed stuff. Nothing too crazy right now. Really solid neutral coming out from both of these players right now. Nobody's really committing to anything too crazy. You know, even like, you know, even if it doesn't look like it, the shine right there that Thexan threw. Oh my goodness, they're so far up. The shine that Thexan threw out at that one point wasn't even unsafe. You know, he doesn't quite get the back air. They're just playing up in the blast zone, dude. They're all the way up there. They don't even care. They both prefer the air. You know.
They really do. I mean, Game & Watch might not look like it, especially because he's just a broken PowerPoint presentation. But Thexan's literally a bird. Falco's literally a bird, so yeah, makes sense, right? That they both prefer the air. I don't know. Bowlin still trying to take away the stock from Thexan. Gonna go in with a back air just to keep him off stage. Ooh, the chair. Telling him to take a seat, but it's not much as Thexan immediately responds with a plethora of up airs. And he's still going.
Yeah, if there's anything that both of these characters can really just do, it's just, you know, these up airs are so good at keeping them up in the air. You know, Falco's can just combo into itself time and time again. And then the you know, with Game & Watch, the hitbox just stays out for so long. It's so hard to get around it once you're caught up in it. So, you know, both up airs on these characters really, really good. But it looks like Bowlin's having a little bit of trouble killing right now. You know, I think Thexan might be pretty conscious of that. Almost gets stretchered from the landing leg. But we're chilling right now. 179%. He's not going to be living that back air.
No longer big chillin', amigo. But here we go. Bowlin. Oh, trying to get back in. Game & Watch.
See the air dodge?
No,
Nope.
no. Way too far away, and that's a rarity. Honestly, you don't exactly see Game & Watch getting gimped.
Right. I mean,
And
we saw Thexan going for the down air like that multiple times.
That's a big one. That's a big one. But that's just a direct spike. That was a little bit different. We just saw Bowlin not be able to make it back to stage. Oh, grab there.
Okay.
Great stuff from Thexan. That's that awareness. Oh, that wouldn't have done much though. That would have done like maybe 20-30% at most.
Definitely would have got him off stage. You know, that's a really good advantage state to hold.
Oh, nice stuff from Thexan. Got jabbed and immediately dodged.
Oh, yeah, that's killing. That's definitely killing.
Oh, Bowlin.
Oh, just like that, it's
He's
even.
learning.
Just like that, it's even. It was a pretty convincing game in Thexan's favor just a little bit ago, but only 54% on Bowlin right now.
You guys want to check it out? Go by his station. It's pretty neat looking. It's gold and it has.
This is looking more even than ever. Thexan's got his combos going.
Check it out.
You know, Bowlin's going to have to do something about this advantage state that he's got. Doesn't want to get crossed up by the up air, but falls right into the up
and
smash.
even DI'd in the right way, but that was just a little bit too strong. And great mental fortitude, to say the least, from